What's up, guys? So today we are going to look at conjugations as I promised in the last lesson, and let's get to it. I will try to keep it as simple as possible, and remember, if you have any remarks or any additional questions, you can contact me anywhere. So let's look at conjugations in present tense, right? So if the verb or adjective ends with a or o, we add a. It's that simple. Otherwise, we add o. You don't know where do we add those things, right? So we will get to it right away. Just keep this in mind, right? Take a picture or make notes or whatever. You will need it. So conjugations in present tense. Let's look at this. So here we have three verbs, all right? We have 먹다, 보다, 하다. Right? It means to eat, to watch, and to do. So here we have steps of how to conjugate things, right? So we are starting with having 먹다. First thing that we need to do while conjugating, always remove da. So we are left with 보. You see what happened here? So we look at this. What is the vowel in here? It's o, right? 먹다. It has o in it, right? So if we look back here, if the verb or adjective ends with a or o, we add a. This is not the case. It ends with o. So we need to add another o. I hope it makes sense, right? So as you can see here, so we have 먹 plus o. And we create 먹어, which is to eat, conjugated in present tense. Casual speech. We will talk about formalities probably few lessons from now. We will just learn casual speech for now. So let's move to the next verb. We have 보다. So again, we remove da. We have 보. Remember, does it end with a or o? Yes, it does, right? Because we have o here. So we need to add a. So we put this a and we have 보아, 보아, 보아. Okay? Last one is exception. We have 하다, to do. So yeah, the first step is the same thing. Remove da. Okay? But we don't add a or o here. Instead we do 해. You need to remember that. I can give you any tips, right? Because this just happens. This is how it is. Okay, there is nothing to learn here. As soon as you see 하다, it's 해. In present tense, of course. So let's look at past tense. It's really similar, we just add a little bit more. Okay, but we are following the same rules. Does it end with a or o? Yes, we add asọ. Okay, so usually in present tense we would add just a, but here we put asọ. Otherwise we add osọ. Okay, we are adding the same thing, we just have this double S and O. So yeah, it's really not that hard. Once you do present tense, you will be able to create past tense easily within seconds. Okay, you just need to drill this, yeah? So let's look at this again, right? So we have 먹다, remove da. Okay, we have 먹, and we put osọ, right? Because we have O here. So we need to put osọ, 먹었어, ate, right? This is eat in past tense. Get it? Here we have 보다. Again, remove da, we have 보, right? The vowel here is O, so we need to put in asọ. And what we create is 봤어, 봤어. 그 영화를 봤어? Have you seen that movie? Right? Always try to create sentences just out of fun. It will really help you. It will really help you. Just create sentences in your head constantly. Check it with translators or whatever. That's what helped me. Here we have 하다. Again, we remove da. And there are no tips that I could give you. Again, it's just 했어. You have to memorize. 했어. Okay? 했어, 했어, 했어. So conjugations in future. This is a little bit different. It follows the same principle that we had with adjectives in the middle of the sentence, if you remember from last lesson, right? If there was space in the syllable, if it was ending in vowel, we just put the N inside of it, right? So this is the same thing, okay? If the verb or adjective ends with vowel, we put L directly into the syllable, into the verb or adjective, and then we add koya, right? If it ends with consonant, koya. Let's see how it's done. So here we have the same words again, not to get confused. We had bokta, we removed da. Okay, that is always the first step with conjugations. Always remove da, whatever it is. Whether you are doing irregulars, future, past, present, whatever. Okay, for now, just remember that you always remove da in the first step. So we are left with bok. Does this end with vowel? No, there is G, right? So we need to add koya, and we have boger koya. Simple. Here we have boda. This is where it might get complicated, right? Remove da, always. We are left with bo. Does this end with a vowel? Yes, it ends with o, right? Bo. So we add l directly to the bo, and behind we add koya. Bor koya. Will see, will look, will watch. Okay, that's what it is. Here we have hada. There is no exception here, right? It ends in vowel, so we will do the same thing as with boda. Remove da, we have ha. It ends with a. Okay, so we add l and koya. Har koya, har koya. Simple, right? Maybe not. Here we have some more examples. Here we have present. This drawing is killing me though. Present. Past. This is painful. And future. Okay, so here we have to learn, beuda. Okay, we remove da, obviously. We are left with beu. Is this a or o? No, it's u, so we add o. Alright, and we create bewo. Past tense, bewoso. Right, you should already know that by now. It's really easy, the past tense. However, with future, we need to go back here after we remove da. And this syllable is finished by u, by vowel, right? So we still have space in the syllable. So we need to do beur koya, beur koya, beur koya. Alright? To read, remove da. Here we have e, so we need to put in o, ergo. Past tense, ergoso. Future tense, does this syllable end with vowel? No, it does not. There are two more consonants after the vowel, right? So we need to add koya, and we have irger koya. Right? Stay with me, guys. Bear with me. It's not that hard. You just need to practice this. Maybe after you see the video like 5 times, you will start to sort of understand it. And after you see it 10 times and you try it on your own, then you will know how to do it. Maybe slowly in the beginning, but you will get there. Trust me. To close, right? We have ta. We remove da again. What do we need to add? Right? Here we have a. So we need to put in another a. Okay? So this is tada. Past tense, easy again. Tadasso. Future tense, we need to go back here. Look at this. Does it end with a vowel? No, it does not, because there is additional d, right? So we need to do tader koya. Next one to go, we have gada, remove ga, you already know what it is. We have ga, so here we have a, right? So we need to put in another a. If we have a and a, it sounds kind of weird, right? We don't write it 2 times, like ga-a, okay? Simply, we create ga, right? I cannot tell you more about this. You just don't write a 2 times. All right. With irregulars, you would have to do that, but we are not there yet, right? Future tense, past tense, again, super easy, gasso. And with future tense, we need to go back here after removing da, and we have just ga, right? As you can see here. Does it end with a vowel? Yes, it does. So we put the L directly into it, and we create gar koya, right? Come, oda, remove da. Here we have just o, alone, standing, o, okay? So we need to put in a, right? And we create wa. Past tense, easy thing. 왔어. Future tense, go back here after removing da, and we have just o. Does it end with vowel, this syllable? Yes, because it's o. Alright, so we put an L and koya, and we create or koya, will come. So that was conjugations. Actually, it was easier than I thought, but we are going to have a lot of work with irregulars because that's where it gets kind of complicated and crazy. Okay, so key takeaways from this lesson. So in present, we add a if there is a or o in the last syllable, right? Before da. If there is no a or o, then we do o, right? We had mogo, mogo, mogo. For past, we had asso or osso, following the same principle, right? And for future, we had koya or koya, right? So we add this if the last syllable ends with vowel, okay? And we add this if it ends with consonant. That's it for today's video. That was conjugations. Actually was easier than I thought. I thought it's gonna be a little bit hard or tricky, but the hard part is the learning, not the explaining, right? Because this is kind of straightforward, but it requires a lot of practice and attention. So if you enjoyed the video, press like, you can comment, tell me what I can do better, maybe, or tell me how your study is going, or even ask me to create a specific content for the grammar that you are currently doing, okay? Because I want to build it up, kinda, and go from basics up to advanced Korean. But if you are a hard learner and you don't know what to do, you can contact me and we can go through that together, right? So thank you for watching and I will see you next time. Peace.